So this is my new Galaxy 3714. I got this a few days ago from Craigslist. A family member got it for me. We just got it here, and I'm gonna begin working on it. So we're gonna do another one of those restoration videos. How do you take this apart? Oh man, it's drywall dust everywhere in here. I have to wipe my phone after this. What is that? Is that like a clip? I don't understand how this works. How do you get the grill off? Can I just stick my finger and pull at the tab? That is really weird. It's sage green. Let me figure this out and I'll put the phone on the bike. So this is where I'm at. Those are the clips. I don't feel anything on the cabinet, so there's just a bunch of plastic sitting there. So I'm trying to pry it off in this direction so I don't break it, but I don't know. The fan is filthy. I'm trying to zoom out with one hand. As you can see. Disgusting. But luckily this is drywall dust, so after I clean it, it should look brand new. And the grills aren't really yellowed, so then we're gonna work on the motor. So let me try to get that off. If I hold that there, just enough to bend the grill just a little bit, I can try to put that in there. Come on. Got it, almost. And it broke. It didn't break as bad, but it broke. Hey, I got it though. Because once I get one clip out, I can get the other one. Okay, so now we gotta try to get this off. You can always try to pull up on the other side. There we go. Give me the grill. Thank you. Got it. These are very bad design grills, and I'm going to show you what the clips look like so you can just see for yourself how stupid this is. Who designed that? And there's nothing on the cabinet. It's not like they clip on anything. The cabinet is completely smooth there. So it's just a bunch of plastic that sticks over and somehow hooks in. Bad design. So now we got to this point. I'm going to try to get the blades off. Not sure how that's going to go. Yeah, the grills alone weigh like a pound. So this may not come off very easy. I have a weird urge that I shouldn't be breathing this in, but whatever. So what I'm gonna do is try to lay the fan on the ground. I'm gonna push down on the blades, pushing them off the shaft. Obviously it's gonna be hard to get that on camera, but I'll show you. All right, that was very bad. I'm sick and I'm weak. All my muscles are hurting right now. It hurts really bad because I was doing a bunch of stuff with fans yesterday. So the K33 3rd gen, I polished a bunch of blades, and I'm very weak and I'm sick. And I'm getting worse. So it took me 30 minutes to get the blades off. I had to do all that, and then finally I just had to pry them off with my hands. I had to stand on the cabinet like this. I had to stand on it. Then I finally got the blades off after really pulling on it. Nearly passing out. I had to sit in this chair for like 10 minutes to relax because I couldn't recover. No, it sounds like I'm being a baby, but when you're sick, you're very weak and very thrown down. So this is a very poor design. Hopefully when I get the fan back together and clean it, it should come together easier, but with those clips being broken, yeah. I feel like I had to throw up at least a number of times. Felt nauseous. So, see, now I'm shaking. So that's great. So I'm gonna clean this. I had other plans with fans today. I'm not doing them. I'm just gonna do this fan and be done. So I don't want to leave it out here in the cold. So I want to just get it done. So yeah, I guess we're gonna continue. The next thing is I'm gonna clean the cabinet and the motor. Based on or based not, I may or may not split the motor apart because I can't do this today. Honestly, I shouldn't even be working on this fan. So I might do the motor another time. The motor is oiled already and does work. So, yeah. So the cleaning process is kind of boring, but I'm gonna clean the fan. The blades and the grills are gonna get deep cleaned. So, now my stomach hurts, but yeah. Alright, so, wow, we're many hours into the future from the last clip. So, I took the blades off, I cleaned the fan, and then I brought the grills and the blades into the shower, I cleaned those. Then I started feeling dizzy and nauseous and everything in the shower, so I had to get out. I had a fever, so I was shivering. I was standing there in a towel, trying to regain warmth. Then I ended up feeling really crappy, and I had to lay down. I had to take medicine. I just gave her a bunch of clothes here. That was what I was wearing earlier. All these layers. I had to take them all off. So I was really sick. Then I took medicine, and I feel a little bit better now. I had to eat something. And so here's the blazing grills. They came out really, really nice. Which one is this? Front? No, this is the back grill. So this is the back grill. I managed to clean this even though I was super sick. I had to stop and take a break because I was really good. I thought like I was gonna throw up and pass out. But now I'm starting to regain strength for a minute, and I'm trying to finish this fan because if I don't finish it now, it'll never be done. Then it's gonna get sent back to the basement and it's gonna get dirty from being on the floor and whatever, and I had to re-clean it again, which is not what I really want to do. So here's the front grill. This is very white. Yeah, I gotta fix that. The glue that I was gonna use I actually don't have, so I have to find another glue. Or wait. I'm probably gonna wait because I don't think it's gonna peel off. As far as the fan goes, I gotta go downstairs. It's been down here for like 5 hours. I haven't touched it. They're watching TV, so you could probably hear that, but RMR motor. It's cleaned up as best as it can be. So I did the best I could, and I did a fairly good job. Just I didn't really get the top of the cabinet, and I got the top of the outside cabinet. The sides looking really clean. And this is a noticeable difference. Look at that. Beautiful. Now, this nut, it won't go back in. I don't know why, but it won't fit. It won't go back in. I tried. I didn't split the motor apart because I was feeling too sick, so I didn't end up bothering. The wires aren't being held together right now because I took those metal clips out. They're crap. So the fan is clean to an extent. It still needs to be kind of redone. Not really redone, but finished. And I actually never ran it since I got it, so. I guess I can find out. I never oiled it either. I should probably do that somehow, some way. Let's test it. I don't even know if it works. Guess we'll find out. Moment of truth. Let's see if it works or not. It's not very well. Actually, it's got a somewhat long cord. Yeah, works. Interesting. Well, that's good. Luckily, it doesn't really need oil, but I'm still gonna oil it just so it's not dry. Turn it around so you can see the front in the light. Yeah, maybe you can see it better now. It's RMR Corporation. Man, they're watching some serious British stuff. Wow. That's a British accent, dude. So yeah, I'm gonna try to finish this real quick. Alright, I'm back. I'm in this room. I don't know if you guys ever seen it, maybe. I'm in this room because my bedroom's a mess, and the lighting in here is a little bit better. So here's the fan. It looks actually really nice in this lighting. Just want to show you my finger. So you know my K33 3rd gen? Yeah, that lacerated my finger pretty deep, and that's why if you saw a band-aid earlier, That's what that was for. I was also wearing that Band-Aid all day yesterday, so I had like a Band-Aid basically on for 2 days straight because that was bleeding a lot. So if you just see a weird line on my hand, it was the screw hole. So if you ever work on a fan, just be careful of those screw holes. Luckily, this fan doesn't actually have any. Not that that's really a good thing, but. So I re-cleaned the cord with alcohol. The fan was wiped. I cleaned the inside top as best as I could. I actually re-oiled the fan. I cleaned the handle and alcohol so there's no germs. Because I'm sick, so I don't want to have all these germs in the fan. The feet on the bottom are kind of deteriorated. I was going to put masking tape over them, but I can't find the tape. So I did alcohol wipe them a few times, just so they're not dirty. And like I said, the rust that was underneath was sanded off, so it's just bare metal. And that was alcohol as well. It's actually really reflective down there, kind of like this. So I'm going to try to reassemble it, and yeah. So we're going to start with the blades, because that's what you start with. Now, I may or may not put that metal clasp back on right away, because I do have to take this fan apart again later on. It does have the D shape, so it doesn't really need it. If it's got the D shape indent, I don't know why it's on there. But getting the blades off was so hard that I don't really want to do it again if I don't have to. So I'm not going to put the metal thing on there. Not to mention the pliers that I had to use to take them off. They're not here right now. They're in the garage. So I'm not going to go get those and create a bunch of issues. The fan will be just fine without them. Now, I can't do this one-handed. There's the RMR motor. Read that sticker. It's upside down, but whatevs. RMR Corporation. It says 1.6 amps. Okay. Model, whatever. Type L. So yeah, 1.6 amps average. It's a big motor. It's very large. Like, from a distance, that's a large motor, so. Plus, this room is kind of nice because there's not a bunch of my crap in the background. So I'm going to try to set you guys over here. Yeah, you can see that pretty well. By the way, I don't know if you ever saw, I got a haircut a few weeks ago. So the long hair is now gone. Don't know if I made an update on that, but I don't have long hair anymore. Alright, let's see here. The D shape is very pronounced. I alcohol wiped the shaft. I was going to sand the shaft down, but I completely forgot. But I did oil it, and when I just spin the shaft, it spins for a while. So I reckon this fan's going to be alright. Just until next week when I take the motor apart, or whenever I feel better. So I have to align that. I can't see what I'm doing. Flat is on the top. This flat is on the top here, so. Now, this isn't going to go down very nicely, so I'm going to lay this down. Curb stomp it with my big heel. It's going down a little bit. Man, getting it to go down on the shaft is even harder. Just as hard as getting the stupid blades off to begin with. Usually I just do this. All my weight. Kind of just dance on it, push it down. Usually it works on every single fan, but this one's so stubborn. Now, a smart person would just get a mallet, but again, that's all in the garage, so I gotta just use my strength. There we go. She's on there. Okay. So getting those off is going to be death and destruction, but hopefully it's not going to be as bad because I'm not going to be able to put that metal clasp on there because the tool to put that clasp around this thing here, I don't have that tool right now, so I can't do it even if I wanted to. Now, the grills, I have no idea how I'm going to put these back in. This is the back grill. And I don't know how to put it in because one of the clips is broken. Guys, we're smart. Let's make this clip in the cabinet because that's real smart, real nice. That's what smart people do. Engineers. So So last guy's probably like, okay, what's the cheapest way we can do this that's still functional? These guys are like, well, we can do plastic clip-in grills. Because, you know, that's a smart idea. And look what happened. This. Alright, well, let's get this back on. Again, like I said, probably next weekend I'm going to take that motor apart and really get it clean. There's still a bunch of dust in it. Now it's uneven. Alright, well, I'll be back whenever the heck I get these stupid grills in. I'm very frustrated right now. What the heck happened to the zoom? Alright, well, anyway, here we are. Got the back grill in. So I noticed when I took it out, I kind of twisted it out. I kind of turned it at an angle. So that's the way I put it in. I got the two bottom ones in. And then since that one was missing, I just had to kind of bend. So I just lifted up this grill with my thumb. I just went as hard as I could. And I got this one to finally bend inside. So that looks like it's done. I added a twisty tie for that wire. I twisty tied the one where the clasp is missing. And then I did another twisty tie because the grill is bowing out. So I put one there. So. Oh, dang. That's spin down. Wow. Huh. Okay. That's not playing around. Like I said about the sticker, I'll have to re-glue that on. Dang. It's still going. All right. Relax, Galaxy. I kind of like this phone because I can zoom out, and I got this cool effect. So let me go back over here with the phone. It's kind of far away, but I can zoom in. And I'm going to turn the fan around so you can see what I'm doing. So I'm going to try that technique again, but this time try to do it on camera. So let's see what this is like. So this clasp is broken. And this one, so this is the broken one. Sorry if I make that weird noise in my nose. Like I said, I'm sick and I'm having nose problems. I just took a lot of medicine before I started working on this fan again. That's why I don't see him sick anymore. But when these meds wear off, I will be back to next to death in bed. So what I'm going to do is do what I did before. I'm going to attach this onto where I want it. Now, is this cabinet bent? It is. So this cabinet's bent. So they must have intentionally bent this. So let me bend it out. Just enough to make this somewhat acceptable. That one's not bent, not bent, not bent. So it's just the corner. I don't know why. Man, this sticker is really peeling. My. Oh my. I want to glue it back on, but the glue I'm going to use I don't have right now. But I also don't want to wait because I'm an impatient little boy. Alright, well let's try to shove that in, kind of. Alright, now, you've got to do that twisting method. Slide this in at an angle. Try to set it down while this clasp is inside. This is what I did the first time. Slide it down in there. Slide this one in. It's in there. Okay, now I need to focus on the top too. So this has the clasp, this doesn't. So we need to bend it in, push over, because working on this fan is not easy. Now, this is going to stick out. I peeled off a bunch of that clasp as I could, because it's already broken. And it looks like I got it to fit in there. And it looks like it's going to stay. So, awesome. I like the idea of the twisty tie though, because at least I have a feeling I can get the grill back off if I twisty tie it. Whereas if I clip it on all four sides, I don't know how I'm going to get it back out without breaking it the second time. So the fan is back together, so we're going to do a test run in a second. Let me set my wash hands, set my tool down. This isn't the most box fan sized window, but let's run it and get all that. Here's high. Wow. That's kind of quiet, wow. Well, you know what? All my hard work paid off because I got an insane, beautiful fan for just $10 off Craigslist. Man. It's been incredible. So, I guess if there's any dust, it would have blown out by now, so we can take it out the window. It didn't rattle. I was surprised. I thought it was going to rattle the storm. I'm glad I did that. You see some dust, so I'm glad I ran it out the window. It's a good idea. So I read it on high and low. Ah, great. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that. My tape dispenser is broken, so taping it's not gonna work. All right, well here's the first run. That's not really stupid. Here is high. Let's see if there's a sound or buzz or anything. Nothing. My guess is I unplugged it on accident. No noise. Wow. Not even that loud. Dang. He's got a shake to it. Now, just like my killer, it's got that ooh when it turns off. The blades are still. It's almost like I don't even know. Well, I am happy with this fan. The only thing I'm not happy about is the grills, and I gotta rip it apart again. But at least I got it to a working stage. So now we're gonna bring in the other room, kilowatt meter it, and then I guess that's the end of the video. Well, time to test the kilowatt meter. You know what? It's really bothering me, just because, yeah, but I'll fix it. Alright, I got the kilowatt meter plugged in. Now the fan has 2 sets of amperages. The sticker on the bottom, before whoever put the tape on there, I think my grandmother did that, because I have the original listings photos, and it said 2.5 amps. However, the motor says 1.6 amps, which to me is a little low for a box fan. So I don't really know what it's supposed to be. Now usually the motor is more correct because, you know, it's the motor. But it doesn't matter because the kilowatt meter will tell me exactly what it's drawing. So let's plug it in. This plug is a little finicky. We're on amps. We're over here. But it just starts. Like there's no hum, nothing. Just perfect. Ah. 1.9. So it's between. It's low. Is that the blades? I hear like a sound. I don't think it's the motor. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, look at this, the way it's designed. Like, even stickers in the 80s were better quality than they are today. What does that tell you? And look at that. It's like this paper. And I always kind of liked 80s paper or old paper like this because it's got that peachy, kind of tannish color, you know. And it just feels kind of 80s-y and kind of nice. We gotta fix this though. That's bad. I don't know what. There's a chunk of this missing now. Oh, it just fell. Whatever. Hey, at least this is all here. Some dingus probably tried to peel that off. That's my guess. But also, bringing this thing into the shower probably wasn't a good idea for the sticker. But it does feel softer. It's not as crusty as it was this morning. So, well, we'll fix that. Now, I don't think there's a peep. Not a startup sound. There's no startup sound. Not even a hum. No buzz. Nothing. The motor is just dead silent. Like I can't wrap my head around that. I mean, let's try to hear for something. Nothing. It just goes. It just kind of ascends to life. You know what I mean? And this spin down is. I mean, look at that. The spin down. I thought this fan was gonna run like trash because I'm like, you know what? I didn't really. I mean, I did a good job, but since I was sick, I kind of did it not great. You know, I mean, I cleaned it, you know, but it's just like I could have done better if I wasn't sick. And yes, I am aware there's a nut missing. I explained this. That's a nut. It won't go in. It's like those, but it won't go in. So I have to get a replacement or something. But I don't notice a problem with the motor, so it's not like it's falling off or anything. These bolts are nice and tight, so doesn't matter, and it doesn't rattle or anything. So that's another thing. I'm impressed. This thing doesn't rattle. It's got twisty ties all around the grills here. That's like a minute-long spin down. But it's so darn heavy. I like to weight scale it, but the weight scales at my other grandmother's. That's what I normally use for my fans. I don't know what this is about. This dent. And this handle, this looks like a refrigerator handle. Like an old refrigerator handle because this is a bar. I don't know how someone managed to slide it in, but they did. And it's fixed in there. It's not going to come out. Yeah, so another thing I need to do is take the switch bag out and really clean that. You can see I missed a few spots on the top. That's where the handle is. Looks like it's just 2 screws that hold it in. So it looks like it's a metal bar and then the 2 screws screw up in here, I guess. I don't know. I kind of want to run it tonight. And again, like I said, you don't need that metal clasp. I didn't put it back on there because you don't need it. Not to mention, like I said, I don't have the tool to do that right now. I had to do that another day. So I kind of want to run this tonight for sleeping. It's gonna be weird because I just got the fan, but you know, because I'm staying another night here because I'm sick. So I'm not gonna go to school tomorrow. So I'm just staying here. Yeah. Last night I slept with the P33/M. So that is a new fan that can run overnight now. So that's kind of impressive. So I want to see if this one can do it as well. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this kind of long or not really that great. See, man, I recorded some footage in the garage and then I did a lot of it off camera. That's because I was just so sick and I didn't care about recording. I just needed to get the fan done. Obviously, I'm not going to record myself in the shower with the grills and blades cleaning those, right? So a lot of it I did was kind of off camera. This might not be the best restoration video at all. I mean, I had some better ones. But at least in this video, you got to see the before and the after. You got to see me try to assemble it. I'm glad I got the footage for that. So, yeah. If you guys enjoyed this video, stay tuned. I'll have the main video for this fan out soon. See you guys in the next one.